Welcome to the Ruffle Daisy. Today I'm going to teach you how to do a copper patina on a pumpkin. You guys, I am absolutely thrilled with how this turned out and I cannot wait to show you. I have this pumpkin that I actually painted in a chalkboard paint a couple of years ago and didn't use anymore. So you really don't have to have a black pumpkin. You can use any pumpkin. I used a color called Worn Penny from DecoArt and coated our pumpkin in a couple coats to give it really good coverage. Now we're going to paint the stem to make it look a little bit more realistic. It did look very plasticky in the original form, but you're going to tell at the end of the video that we didn't even actually use the top of this, and so you could totally skip this step if you want to create it the way we did. So now I am taking aquamarine, which is one of the colors from Apple Barrel, and a little bit of brown, and I watered those down. Now we're going to take a paper towel and dip into our paint and dab it onto our pumpkin. You're going to be able to see how this is going to create a really cool effect. So you do the brown first, and then you do some of the aquamarine color. Once you have the paint on there, you're also going to use a wet paper towel to dab it off. I know this seems a little counterproductive, but it really is going to turn out really, really cool, and you're gonna love it. It's gonna look like a patina DIY pumpkin, straight, that has been outside in the weather for a long time. Give it a try, work with it a little bit until you're comfortable with it, and I promise you, you will be super pleased with it. Now I'm going to use my heat gun and give it a little bit more texture. We're going to heat up the pumpkin so it actually bubbles a little bit. Be very careful because you don't really want to melt your paint, but did you see that texture? That's what you want. So some of the paint on your pumpkin is going to bubble up, and then if you press them down to like pop the bubbles underneath, it just gives it a really, really cool texture. Here's where we were gonna put a bow on it. I did not end up liking the bow, and so we went a totally different way, but here's how you can kind of see the process of making a bow if you were going to leave it on that way completely. Here's where I decided that the bow was too big and the stem wasn't big enough and it just didn't look right. So we are attempting to cut the top off of this pumpkin, and we're going to use it more as a planter. Like I said, everything is fixable. You will learn that on this page. So you can tell that this is a hollow pumpkin. And now I have this bushel that I got from Hobby Lobby that is perfect because of the neutral colors. And so I'm just stuffing some foam down into my pumpkin, and we are breaking the pick apart and just sticking the different pieces into the pumpkin to make this a really fun fall floral arrangement. You guys, I love the way this turned out. I am just absolutely obsessed with it. I truly hope that you try this technique out on something. It does not have to be a pumpkin, but it's a really cool technique to keep in your back pocket when you are creating throughout the year. If you love this DIY and all things creative, please share this and follow me on my website at www.theruffledaisy.org and on all the social media channels. Thank you so much for watching today.